light, truth and grace in every flow. Heart on fire, that's the Leah B show.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the Leah B show. I am so happy to have you here. I want you to know that you're loved, your purpose, and I hear you and I see you. First of all, I want to introduce somebody that has been in the game for over 7 years. She has been doing modeling. She is a model coach. She is true beauty by the Romi, darling. I want you to know that you will be blessed with this interview, and I just want you to give a warm, warm welcome to the Romi, darling. Yay! I'm so happy to have you. I want to say thank you for being here, and I pray that this serves you and gives you all of what you need. Okay?
Absolutely. In the years.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, you ready for that? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Leah. Okay. I'm ready.
So, my first question for those who don't know you, what is a quote that would describe you as your full essence?
A quote.
A quote, a scene in a movie.
Mm-hmm. A scene in the movie.
Keep it interesting.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so my nickname is Chucky.
Oh.
It's my childhood nickname.
Okay.
So I would say, "Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?"
Could you play all day? I love it. You play all day. I love it. I love it.
I'm not gonna kill you, like, you know.
But
do you want to play? Like, it's love over here.
Of course.
Play, yeah.
What has brought you this far that you feel like is one of the biggest takeaways?
What has brought me this far is being true to myself. In this industry, in this time, you can get so caught up in others. You can get so caught up in the hype of social media, making you thinking that you're not doing what you need to do, or I'm behind. I'm so this. I'm so that. But I think staying true to myself and staying true to my vision, what me and God talked about, what we put into play, and I think in life sometimes we get off rail, off track, but God is so graceful. He allows you to go off track sometimes, but long as you're staying true to you, staying true to who you are, being authentic, I think that's what keeps me going and keeps me it got me where I am today. Like I didn't
see that girl.
I didn't come out here, to be famous or anything. I came out here to do my work in God's will.
Oh, I love that. You heard her. Yeah. Staying true to yourself. And I want to piggyback off that. Mm-hmm. What are some examples that you can give to the viewers that is starting their healing journey, starting to get their true identity? What is 3 things that you would give them to help them identify their true being?
Okay. When I started my healing journey, this is one of the things that I did, and it's my 3 A's, right? I accepted where I was, right? I had to assess and to see where I am and why am I here, right? I took accountability for that. The accountability is not just like hiccups or I messed up. The accountability is for the whole process. The things we allow, the things we don't allow, the things we accept, the boundaries that we don't keep, and in those 2, the first beginning, the accepting, the acknowledging, right? Then you account for what you have allowed, what you didn't allow, what you can and can't change, right? Because it's a lot of things that are out of our control. We can't change. We just have to accept what they are and how they're going and going to play out. But the thing after you take acknowledge and accountability, you have to take action. So those are my 3 A's.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Your 3 A's: accountability, accepting, and what was
And
it?
action.
Action.
Yeah.
I want you to know that you have to do these things in order to see true change.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can't, I say, even when I'm doing my makeup classes or anything, I always tell my girls to have a mirror moment. Beauty is definitely something that's within. My brand has went through so many changes. Um, and true beauty is where it is. I started off as dolled by Romi because I was a baby to this world, like a baby to myself, honestly. Um, I had been in a relationship for 15 years. I had my childhood struggles, my traumas. I probably grieved most of my childhood, my teenage years, even my early adult years, grieving the things that no longer serve me, grieving the abandonment, grieving um, the child molestation, and trying to process all of this of why it happened. That takes a while. It takes a while. But I knew that there was more for me and there was more to me. I remember telling my son, imagination is key. Uh, Imagine yourself, envision yourself where you want to be, who you want to be. I always knew that I wanted to be a woman, a real woman, a feminine woman, a woman who nurtures not just her child, but nurtures the next woman, nurtures the next man. That's one of our biggest assignments as women is to nurture and to love and to teach. And I wanted to be in a field that allowed me to do that. And I thank God for makeup. Makeup saved my life, y'all. It kept me sane. It kept me uh, structured and in place, put in place. And it was something that God gave me. And He didn't give it to me just for me. He gave it to me for women, to introduce women. Because makeup has this stereotype that, oh my God, women have the worst experience with makeup. And I think that's what keeps them from makeup. But makeup for me is not the glitz and glam. Makeup for me is a feeling, what it does for you. It ignites something in you. I don't go around like trying to change nobody's image. I'm an enhancer. I'm here just to enhance the beauty that I see. You are my canvas and I am the painter.
I love it.
That's what makeup is for me. I can't speak for every makeup artist, but that's what it is for me. It's my ministry, so I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love you.
Yeah. I love you.
So, as an enhancer, we went through your intro for your bio, and you are a model coach.
I am.
So, as someone that is dominating their field, as someone that truly wants to evolve people, not change them, but truly evolve them as a model coach, what have you seen that are examples of a major shift that you believe that needs to happen?
Individually or
You can do individually or collectively.
in the model industry?
Yep, as a model coach.
As a model
someone
coach,
that instructs.
I think even when I talk with this show that we're preparing for, right? I'm very big on knowing yourself, right? I can't teach you to be confident. I can't teach you how to embrace you. I can only guide it, right? As a coach, teacher, even a teacher that's in school teaching, we're guiding, we're assisting. I think the evolution of modeling will come once models really start to really truly see themselves and know themselves, right? Modeling is so much more than just putting on a garment and walking out there. Modeling is vulnerability. You have to be vulnerable in order to put yourself on the runway, in order to put yourself in front of people, hundreds of people. You don't know your audience. You don't know what you're gonna expect. You don't know who's gonna show up at a show. You
You
know,
don't know who's gonna clap.
you or boo.
Look,
Or gonna frown at you, or gonna
meme us.
lean over, say, girl,
Do you see?
you don't know that. So modeling for me, and what I try to tell my ladies and guys, if you're true to self, if you're so confident, fully confident in yourself, it's gonna show. It's gonna show in your walk. It's gonna show in your presence. It's gonna show in your everyday life. So I think that's all that I want to put into my models, is if you stay true to yourself, you will bring out so much more in this game, in this realm, and you'll be able to place it in so many other places, right? But I think it will evolve once we as the people begin to truly, truly, truly see ourselves for who we are, and not just that garment or that, because it's everything is within. If we go within, things will flow as they should. Yeah.
Yes. One of the key takeaways that I'm hearing from you is, for our viewers, make sure you practice the confidence. It doesn't come just because you woke up one day and you're confident. Practice getting to know yourself, being able to do that shadow work, being able to look within oneself and be like, oh, I don't like this part of me. Let me change this. Let me evolve this. Let me work with it.
Yeah.
Don't shame it. Don't guilt it. Work with it.
Right. And I always say, go get you a mirror.
Look,
I always say, go get a mirror.
she told me to go get a mirror. I got a mirror back there. And I want you to know I will hold myself accountable. I turned that mirror around.
Because listen, I did
wait a
too.
minute.
Because listen now, you don't see yourself. The veil of life unveils for self first.
It does.
It unveils for self first. When you begin, oh, I got chills. When you begin to see yourself, then you can see everything else, right? The picture changes
all the time.
Completely. But that mirror is for you to see yourself. That mirror is for you to see your flaws. Yes. That mirror is for you to say, I like me. I got to grow, and it's a process. It's a growing process of getting to like yourself. Self-love is not a material thing.
It's not.
Self-love is so much more than that. Like she mentioned, shadow work. Shadow work is so much more than just what they're saying, just writing down. And it's more. Yes, you can journal all day.
You can write it
all day.
Make it plain. You still got to do the work.
The work still has to be done. The affirming still has to be done. The praying still has to be done.
The amending.
Yes.
The changing of the behavior.
Yeah. The boundaries. You have to set the boundaries come when you set them for yourself. Because if you don't have boundaries with self, how could you have a boundary with somebody else?
And boundaries are for protection. Rules is what you set for others, because they don't have to respect it.
Nope.
You have to do it for you first and know when to walk away. Adjust, adapt.
As you should.
Look, protect you. God says guard your heart, don't it?
Yes, he do. And he gonna take care of the rest.
Look, and always will. His hands do better than ours.
It makes no sense to fight when he
already doing it for us.
Knocking them down.
The victory is already ours.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay. So my last and final question. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, Miss Romi Darling is a pro celebrity stylist. She's done makeup. She's that girl. For those that are entering into this sector in general, how would you give them encouragement and or advice on how to reach that type of clientele?
Believing in yourself first of all is key, right? Networking, being open to not necessarily change, but being open to volunteering for things, being open to say not necessarily like just giving your services away for free, but to get in certain rooms, um, you have to put yourself out there. You have to sponsor some things. You have to collab. You have to collab. And collabing is sowing seeds. So just supporting is sowing seeds. Giving a little advice. I can't gatekeep. Cause why? It's not my gate to keep. You get what I'm saying? It's this realm is for everybody who chooses to be a makeup, hairstylist, photographer, whatever they choose. How you do it is through grace and like I said, being true to yourself. When I moved to Georgia, I left Alabama because I said, oh man, Alabama too small for me. I already knew my vision, right? I knew what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. So, but being a new makeup artist, I didn't know, I'm self-taught. I knew nothing about makeup. I knew if I was going to really pursue makeup, I wanted to be educated. So I chose to go to school. I became an esthetician. After I became an esthetician, I said, okay, what's next? What's next was me taking my artistry on a journey. And I just traveled. I got in the car. I said, God is, wherever we going, we going, you know. And that led me into being a makeup artist for a talk show host. It led me to audition for Warner Brothers. It led me to audition for Tyler Perry. It led me to work with one of the top art schools in Georgia, SCAD.
Oh wow.
I am on multiple call sheets for them as their makeup artist because in order to graduate from SCAD, you have to create a movie. Whatever you're doing, you have to produce a movie. So they look for things like that. Get into these groups. It is so many groups out of here that are posting jobs that they're looking for photographers. They're looking for makeup artists. Um, and I think the collaboration, the networking, and just being open and being free is going to place you in rooms.
No man can shut.
No, when you're good to somebody. How I got my first celebrity job, somebody recommended me.
Ooh.
I had just moved to Georgia. The girl had been living there already. She called. She said, "Hey, Romi, are you here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm here." She was like, do you have time today to do such and such makeup? And I was like, what? Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah, I can do it. Where I need to be. And she told me straight up, she was like, this was for exposure. It was for, and I said, at first I was like, exposure.
Because you know what that means. You know what I mean?
said, I ain't gonna get paid. I'm like, I ain't gonna get paid.
I heard that without you saying that.
So I was like, I had to make a decision. I'm like, so do I want to do it or do you know? So I said, yeah, I'll do it. I took that, so that led me to another client, and it led me to just by saying yes. I could have easily said, girl, no, I need my give me my mignon. What they say? Give me the coin. Okay, but no, I took a chance, and I'm glad I did. Because it just kept going. It kept going. It kept going. One of my clients, she was like a talk show host of independent music. I love her. Carisha the Diva. Real shout out to her. I love her. Love her. She gave me great chances in Georgia. She really did. I love what she's doing. I love her platform. I really do. But her led me into managing a suite in Marietta.
I used to live there.
I love Marietta.
Well,
When I say love, it's
peaceful,
culture-fied, baby.
Look.
It is so diverse there. It is so Georgia. I love everything about Georgia. I really do. I don't care what they say.
They next door.
Yep.
We love it.
I love it. But it led me into so many different opportunities by saying yes. It led me on a team to be able to collab and create. We did content days where models would show up, makeup artists would show up. Doing those led me into being published in magazines. I've been published in 4 magazines. Just my artistry, like not me myself, just my work, you know. So I think when you're open, but you got to know your end goal.
Mhm.
You know, don't go in these places just free willy, just giving up your
Right.
services.
Right.
You know,
You gotta
but
discern what's
yes,
where God wants
absolutely, absolutely. Discernment is key in this
you.
world,
It really is.
in any
It's
business
very
that you.
mixed. You got to make sure you
Yes.
know where God wants you.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you include Him in every step that you do.
Everything
Every step.
you have to have an open ear.
Because sometimes, even if it hurts your
Mhm.
feelings, keep them open.
Yep. And take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
It's good for your growth. It really is. And that's another thing with modeling. You have to have tough skin because everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody who's put on the show not gonna like your energy, not gonna like what you bring in, and it's not you. It's just not what they're looking for that particular show. You know, so just be mindful of that. I would tell anybody, and I'm always referencing this book to anybody to read. It's the Four Agreements.
I love the Four Agreements.
Love the book.
Love
it's a game changer to your life, man. It even though some of the things you already do, right? But when you get to reading it and seeing it from another eye, seeing it from another culture, really.
Yeah.
Yes. yes.
Yeah.
When you're hearing it from another culture, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So read that book. I think everybody should. Let your teenager read. I think it'll help them through.
It really will.
You know, maneuver through their early years going into adult. You know what I'm saying? Especially
give them good core values.
Yeah. You got to have them. Be impeccable with your words. Don't take nothing personal.
Be true to yourself.
Be true to yourself.
Don't make assumptions.
What's the beginning of assumption?
Don't
Don't be out here like girl. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. First of all, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your mind, your heart. We have gotten to know the true essence of the Romi darling. I want you guys to know that if there is something to take away, be true to yourself. Make sure you read the Four Agreements and make sure you're following her 3 A's, which is
take accountability, acknowledge where you are, and take action.
all right. This ends our interview, but guess what? We have a special treat for you. Stay tuned. Hi, you guys. We are still back, and guess what we are about to do? We are about to play What's the Purpose, where this is a game of showing you in real life time why they are operating in their purpose and why they are who they truly are and why God chose them to be who they are. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, the activity for this game is you're going to pose me. And as I'm posing, you're going to answer history questions for me.
Oh my God. Girl, I didn't do good in history.
You didn't do good in history. Aren't you a history buff?
I love cultural.
That's fine.
Do it. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna try my hardest, Lord.
You got this.
Okay.
This is why you are the Romi darling.
Oh Lord, help me.
Now I apologize if I flash you, all right? I apologize. All right. So as you're posing me, I'm going to ask you questions. Okay. You ready?
Nope.
So you guys, y'all ready? Let's go.
Okay.
So, to those who don't know, what is cultural history?
Cultural history is I think the background to who we are. It's not about like American history. You have African history, Asian history. That's cultural history. Native Americans, that's cultural history. They are who defined this nation that we're standing on here. They are who create and bring a lot of things to what's going on in this world now. Cultural history is knowing who you are and where you're from.
Give them 3 rare facts that most people wouldn't know on a regular Tuesday.
On a regular Tuesday, About the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3 real facts. Oh my God. Why would she do this to me? Okay. 3 real facts. Oh my God. I just want to start over.
Take your time.
Okay. Oh my God. 3 real facts. Go back. Three real facts. One, the 48 laws of Mayet are the commandments, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we go culture-wise,
Mm-hmm.
if we go back to commit, that's where the 10 Commandments come from. That's where our history comes from. That's just what it is. You can go look it up for yourself. Um, uh, Tuscaloosa is a ground for Native Americans. Um, the word Tuscaloosa comes from Chief Tuscaloosa. Um, they still have the artifacts down there in Mountville. This is sacred ground that we're on here in Tuscaloosa for the Native Americans, which they migrated to Mobile. A lot of people don't know that they migrated to Mobile. They were in a huge war, and Chief Tuscaloosa took the war from here to Mobile. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The coast of Mobile, which is the Gulf Shores, not just Gulf Shores, down in Demopolis, down in were landing docks for the slave trade. And my grandfather was on that dock.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So after these 3 that you have said,
I love Chief Tuscaloosa. Yeah, he stood 7 feet tall. He stood a little over 7 feet.
really?
Yes. And he was darker than us.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So after saying those 3 facts,
Mm-hmm.
what poses would you put with those 3?
I would stand
With me.
tall. Mm-hmm. I would stand tall, stand firm in who I am. So stand, just stand. You're gonna put your hand here on your wrist. Just cuff it just a little loose. This is a pose that you will see a lot of Indians or Native Americans. My grandmother is a full-blown Cherokee.
Mm.
Yeah. Has blue eyes, long, just platinum hair. Her skin was caramel. She's so gorgeous. Oh man, she was beautiful. And my granddad, he was a little over 7 feet tall too. Yeah, and he was an Indian.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I love Native Americans. I really do. Do I wish I knew more? Yes. I really do. And that's on my dad's side. My mom's side, we come from Africa. We come from actually the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
Yeah, we trace us back. That's how I know where they dock. That's how I know. Yeah. My grandfather was a mail carrier in the Virgin Islands.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for Chief Tuscaloosa,
Yep,
what's the style for that?
So Chief Tuscaloosa would stand like this. He would stand firm. He would stand so tall. The women beside him would stand just as that because they allowed them to be just as powerful. We're not in competition with each other. I think that's what I love about culture, that they, in our cultures, they allowed their women to be who they were. You have women that are high priests, that are seers, so their power wasn't stripped from them, wasn't taken from them. They were leaders just as well as Chief Tuscaloosa would have his queen next to him. So, yeah, you're standing in power.
Yay.
Absolutely.
So you guys, not only have you learned about history, cultural history at that, I want you guys to know to take.
I can't believe she put me on the spot like this, Lord.
That's what the purpose is. So I want you guys to know that the game always changes.
Oh
So
my
don't
God.
think if you come that it's gonna be the same thing. Just letting you know that now.
Can I say, look into the 48 laws of Maya.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it goes good with the 4 agreements.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It
have to look
does.
into
Yeah.
this. I'm gonna look into this. Is it on Amazon?
Yeah, on Amazon. You
A little
can,
Google search.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and it's gonna put it up. It's gonna put you a list of things. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, guys, I hope you enjoy this segment with Romi Darling. First of all, thank you so much
I have
for coming.
enjoyed this
Of
so
course.
much. This has been nice.
I
Yes.
love it.
I've enjoyed the whole experience. Yes.
Yay.
It's an experience to have, guys.
Woo, yay. So, you guys, I want to leave you with this. Just know that you're heard, you're seen, and you're most deeply loved. I want you to know that whatever you're going through, that God sees you, and so do I.
Absolutely.
Whatever you need, God has all of what you have and what you need. I can't express that enough. So until next time, thank you for tuning in to the Leah B Show, and we hope to see you again. Bye.
Hi, I am Romi Darling of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I am a professional makeup artist. I am a confidence coach, a runway coach, and a self-love advocate. My handles are Facebook, Romi Darling. My business page for Facebook is True Beauty by Romi. My Instagram is true_beauty_by_Romi. And I am _divine, DAVYNN. I am divine came on a spiritual journey. Yeah, it's a whole nother story. But those are my handles. Oh, TikTok, Runway Queen 9 on TikTok. Yeah, and my upcoming events and upcoming things that I have coming. I have a book that is coming that I have been working on for quite some time. It's called Finally I Can Breathe: Discovering Happiness Along the Way. It's a it's a journey and just to my life. When I answered the call on my life, when I said yes to God, and it just the different triumphs and trials that I go through along the way. Um, I have a book. I have a bio/makeup manual. It's called The Guide to True Beauty. I've had it for almost 2 years now. The first book that I partake in was called Pen It 2. It was a group project with I think over 20 authors in it. I love that book. You can get it on Amazon. Both of my books will be available on Amazon next month. I have a runway show August 2nd that Miss Leah B is a part of. It will be held in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, August 2nd. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7 p.m. sharp. It's a red carpet event, so that means put on your best of the best. Walk this red carpet, get your pictures, come out and support your local artists, your local boutique owners, your local designers, your local event planners, your local DJs, support your models, your local models. No, we're not in New York, but this is our New York. So this is our LA. And I think that's another thing that people tend to shy away from. If they're not in this big state, they're not doing anything big. But be big at home because I'm big at home. So yeah. And my makeup academy. I have an online makeup academy that will be dropping in November. It is online. You get full glam access to my signature looks. You get access to the products that I use. You get access to the techniques. I mentor you. I give you vendors. I give you so many good gems. It's an online school, and I'm excited. Something that I've been working on for a few years, and God said it's time, so it's time for me to put it out and stop playing with it. It's the True Beauty Academy, and I love it, and I can't wait to share it with the world. Yes, I'm excited. Um, One thing that I think that we should take with us daily and just throughout life is to be kind to yourself. Um, your life is not a race. It's not a race. It's a process. It's it's already written. All the good, all the bad that we experience through this life. Um, we have to remember we are just experiencing it ourselves. We are our spirits in a shell, which just so happened to be a black woman. So I'm experiencing a black woman, um, and I want to make this experience be a hell of an experience, a hell of a ride, and I want to leave this world empty, as you should. Um, Leave it empty, but also full. If you leave empty, that means you completed everything that you were supposed to do here. Um, the graveyard has a lot of talent in it, a lot of success in it that people didn't get a chance to use, or people hadn't woke up to their purpose. But when you find something that you're passionate about, it's going to lead you to your purpose. I'm very passionate about makeup. Makeup wasn't my purpose. It was just a guide to leading me to my purpose. And I'm very thankful that God chose me to be the makeup artist I am today. I get to pour into women. I get to love on them. I get to pour into men. I get to pour into the youth. Um, and I love that. I love that for me. I love that for us as a whole. I think if we collectively, as humans, as women, as men, if we could truly do God his big one, and which is to love each other, because that's all he wants. Love is the key to this whole thing called life. So love yourself first, and everything will follow.